see the world like us. Do you know anyone who has traveled all over the world? We don't. Would you like to become one of them? Instead of sitting at home watching YouTube travel videos, why don't you star in them? We know so many people who dream about it, talk about it, but they never realize their dreams. So, do you truly want to experience the world? Well, in this video, we are going to show you how we do it. And when we're finished, you can stop dreaming and start living like you've never lived before.
Oh my God, this is so worth it.
So, a little bit about us. Randy and I are both retired. We started our travels in September of 2022. We were both fairly well-traveled before, and now since starting, we have added 14 more countries onto our list. And really, we are just getting started. And thus far, we only have one regret. And that is, we wish we would have started this sooner. The number one thing preventing most people from taking on a life like ours is fear. Trust me, we certainly have had to deal with it.
Come on, pick up the pace there, girl.
But, as G.T. Shed quoted, a ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for.
I don't know about you, but Jill and I both have come to realize that we were meant to steam ahead with our sails full of wind. We are both very aware that eventually we are going to have to drop our anchor in a safe port. But until that day comes, we want to make the most of the time we've been given. We would be liars if we said we didn't struggle with fear. We had so many reasons not to pull our anchor. We were very comfortable in our beautiful home. We were set up in various clubs and organizations. We had wonderful friends. Life was good. Why risk losing all of that? What about our family and friends? What about our health care? What about our home? And the financial risk? The list went on and on. But there was one thing that kept nagging away at us. We had been doing the same thing year after year, and frankly, we had both lost our mojo for life. All of our friends told us, that's just part of aging. But is it? We feel like kids again, and we're loving every goddamn minute of it. So, instead of suppressing your fears, embrace them.
As Randy mentioned, fear. Oh my God, I was so fearful of not knowing what's next. After having the perfect job, perfect life, house, everything, thrown into the unknown of what life was going to be like. Well, I can tell you after 2 years of travel, I have never felt more alive. Who would have ever thought I'd be starting a YouTube channel? Anyways, we're having the time of our life and can't recommend it enough.
Okay, what about finances? Us, like most people, had serious concerns. But as it turns out, it has turned out to be the best financial decision we ever made in our life. Of course, you need some type of savings, but I think a lot of you would be surprised at how little you really need. The big equalizer for us was our home. Do you know how much income your home can produce? If not, take its value and multiply that times 0.07. And then you combine that with any passive income you might have. I would be willing to bet you would be able to travel the world like a king and never even touch your principal. Okay, so how much is it going to cost to travel the world? Well, just for reference, we documented all of our spending in our first year of travel. That consisted of 40 flights in 14 different countries, 3 luxury live-aboard dive boats, and stays in hotels anywhere from 2 to 5 stars. The total came to $46,378 US dollars, and that included all our meals as well as medical insurance. For a more thorough breakdown, check out our videos. All you do is just laze around all day, every day?
Kind of.
Well, what kind of life is that?
A damn good life. You should give it a try.
Our numbers are going to be different from yours. We could have quite easily eliminated 50% of our costs. We do like to spoil ourselves sometimes, though. Just the 3 live-aboard dive boats alone accounted for nearly half of our budget. And then again, you can spend considerably more as well. This is better than the other.
We are staying at the Platinum. What is it again?
Platinum 2, I think. As our travel has progressed, we have noticed the costs are quickly decreasing. With everything you do in life, the more you do it, the better you get at it. This also applies to travel. We have become so much more efficient in every aspect of our travel now, and this translates into huge savings. For example, right now we are traveling through Europe and Australia and have noticed accommodation costs are considerably higher than Asia. So we have now discovered a way to almost totally eliminate our accommodation costs. We're going to be doing a separate video on this in the very near future. So to sum it all up financially, it is not expensive to travel the world. For a lot of you like us, you will probably be saving money. One other thing we also do now in our world travel is remain very flexible. The way we travel has totally evolved in the last 2 years. We now spend months in a different area as opposed to days. This allows us to truly experience a new country as opposed to just seeing it. And it saves us a ton of money as well. Flexibility is probably the biggest asset we have introduced to our travel. So everyone, get up off those couches, talk to your partner, and discuss how you can live your best life. There's no better time than right now to get started. Safe travels, everyone.
The previous captain is feeling he's had too much to drink, but we've now got the new captain, Jill. Jill, did anyone tell you you're heading right for the reef?
No!
Yes. Where's the steering wheel? Well, put the power up.
And as always, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.